question says, women who are mincing, are they allowed in the masjid? We say this issue in which the scholars of Islam have different views. They have different views. Some scholars in Islam say, no, she cannot come inside of the house of Allah. And other scholars, they say, yes, she can come in the house of Allah. No matter what direction you go, there is someone from the people of knowledge who's giving the fatwa saying right or left. It's for the layman. The student of knowledge doesn't think like this. Student of knowledge does what? He picks up the book, he reads, he studies, he uses his brain. Student knowledge. A basic layman person? No. So therefore, whether you go right, whether you go left, there is some alim, respected, who say you can or cannot enter the masjid. So you have to do what you feel is safest. What you feel is best, is closest. Am I clear on this? That's the simple way of answering the question. As far as what I believe, based on my humble studies, I would say that the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ clearly prove that a woman is allowed to enter the masjid, sit in the masjid, stay in the masjid without restrictions. The Prophet ﷺ allowed the woman to come to the masjid. The woman used to live in the masjid. She had a tent in the masjid. The Prophet told Aisha, if Ali ma yaqal al-hajj, he says, do what pilgrims do except for tawaf. And then this goes on. So if you ask me my personal opinion on this issue, I would say that a mincing woman is allowed inside of the masjid. And the view that states that she cannot come to the masjid is not necessarily strong. It's not necessarily strong. So it's two different views. That's the opinion that I feel is best, is that it is permissible. There are ulama who say that it's what? It's haram. Do what you feel is safest. If someone asks me, once again, my personal opinion, I would say it is permissible. And those who say that it isn't permissible is not strongly supported. Either the hadith is weak or it's authentic, but it isn't frank to the point. Clear? And also, a woman has to look at the concept of the masjid. What's the purpose of the masjid? A woman can stay in the house and listen to the classes. She can have her sister's halakha in her house, but is it the same feel as the masjid? The same vibe as the masjid? Last year it was about the i'tikaf. And the question came about the women in the i'tikaf, right? It's the concept of the masjid, the sisters' book club, the sisters' halakha. So you have to be mindful of these things. So you have to be what? You have to be mindful of these things. If we don't have something that's clear and direct from Kitab and Sunnah, we can't tell Allah's slaves not to do something. Wallahu a'lam. That's the answer in what? In brief. It's a very long discussion, technical discussion of fiqh. That's my opinion, based off of my humble studies, what I've read and studied from those ulama of the past. Hopefully that's clear, inshallah.